Hello, in this video we are going to take a closer look at the DHL shipping plugin in Shopware 6. With this extension you have the possibility to process orders directly from the administration via DHL shipping and offer your customers a DHL location search and easily create DHL labels with Shopware. So let's see how the functions work in the extension. First of all, you will need to download the plugin. You can download DHL shipping for free from the Shopware store and install it in the administration. Once it's downloaded and installed, you can find the extension in the menu under Extensions and My Extensions. I've already installed it and activated it. So we'll begin with the general configuration using the context menu on the right hand side by selecting Configuration. We'll start with the map configuration of the plugin. On the top you have to define whether the settings to be applied to all sales channels, or you can decide the settings to be valid for specific sales channel you have in the administration. Under map configuration we have the Google Map API key and the country code. Google Maps API key is necessary for the display of the packing stations in the storefront to work. You can find out how to get a Google Maps API key following the link in our documentation. Under country code, you should enter the ISO code for the country here accordingly. Underneath, we have the default values for package measurements. So in order to be able to create a DHL label, these measurements of the parcel are required. The default values stored here are automatically transferred to the order in the label generation area. No values are stored in the standard of the app with the exception of the weight. Since each package can have different dimensions, you can also store individual values per package. Now let's see how the settings are configured for the plugin in the administration. So once the extension is downloaded, installed and activated in admin, it has its own menu located under the settings in admin called DHL shipping, DHL labels. So under the settings we have 3 labs: generated labels, welcome us as the first tab, and the other 2 tabs, shipping methods and account, about which I'm going to be talking in a while. If you have already created shipping labels, they are listed here under the overview of the shipping labels. And if you have not created a label, you can jump directly to the order via Show Orders button here. You can also do that as another option, going directly to the orders in overview and select one of the orders and create the shipping label accordingly. If you have already created labels, you can view the shipping labels for the orders in the menu here. You can also edit the shipping details, print the shipping label and cancel it completely. You can transfer the order data to DHL also using the settings under the shipping labels. Under shipping methods, you can link and assign your shipping methods to a DHL product. So the available shipping methods in our system are listed here, and in order to assign one of them to a DHL product, you can use the context menu on the right hand side and click on Edit. So for this one, DHL packet is selected but as the DHL product, but you have other options in the drop down menu can be also chosen as the alternative, like DHL Packet International, DHL War and Post, DHL War and Post International. Underneath we have the participation number. This number is normally the last 2 digits of the billing or invoice number of the customer, but it has some exceptions. The more information can be found when you hover over the question mark on the right hand side. When we go further down, we have the services that can be disabled or enabled for the shipping method mapping, like personal handover, retail outlet routing, ident check, no neighborhood delivery, cash on delivery, visual aid check, transport, insurance, and bulky goods. If you want to enable identification check, for example, you can enable this service. And if you don't want any neighborhood delivery, you can also enable this. And you can also select one of the aid checks like 16 or 18 for the visual aid check, and can be chosen from the drop-down menu. So in our test environment, I've enabled only the personal handover, and the information for some of the services can be found in our documentation. So I'm going to go ahead and just confirm this selection, and DHL packet is assigned to the standard shipping methods. For the other shipping methods available in the system, we can use the same settings. Under the last tab, account, you find some information about your DHL accounts. So our DHL account is already listed here, and as you can see the status on the right hand side, it's connected already. You have the possibility to edit your connection by clicking on the edit connection button here, like configuring the settings like username, password, and EPK number. EPK number is the number, your customer number can be found in the DHL business portal page. If you haven't already an account, DHL account, you can also create one here using this mask. Using the context menu, you can edit the sender address, and you can also remove the connection using this context menu drop-down menu. This manage DHL account links takes you to the DHL business customer portal page. DHL account settings and the connection seem okay so far. We can proceed with generation of the DHL labels. In order to generate the label, you can call up the order details in two ways. As I mentioned before, under the generated labels, you can use the show orders button here, or else you can go directly to the orders under the menu and select one of the orders from the overview. I'm going to go ahead and click on the show orders button and jump to the placed order list in the overview. So I'm going to select one of the placed orders from the list. When you scroll down further, you can find the DHL label generation information under custom fields, but they're grayed out. In order to be able to edit them, click on the edit button and scroll again further down. You can set all the settings like width in centimeters, height, depth, and weight. And once you are done with all the dimensions and the weight information, you can click on the save button to save the order. And now, in order to generate the label, you can use the context menu next to the edit button and click on the generate DHL label. So far we have done all the necessary configuration and completed the settings in the administration in terms of the DHL shipping plugin. Let's now see how the customers see that and what options do they have on the storefront. And we have now in the test environment, I've already logged in as my test account and already placed some items and added them to the shopping carts. So I'm just going to proceed to the checkout. We have all the information listed here, and we can see the selected payment methods, the shipping methods. I have my items here entered in the order, and on the top the billing address is set and the shipping address is same as the billing address. So in terms of what concerns us here, in terms of the DHL shipping plugin, we can change the shipping address by clicking this button, and once you click on the edit address button for the shipping address, next to the mailing address you have the option DHL locations. So you can enter all the information here also, and you have the option to find the DHL location using the maps by entering your postal code and select one of the listed DHL locations on the map. So once this is done, you can use this by clicking on the set my location, and all the information is automatically here filled out. Then you can use this shipping address for your order.